What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Elemental astrology update. So, the sun, as you can see, the sun is it's in Scorpio, but when you really look at it, it's in Ophiuchus too. So, the sun is currently in Scorpio, but very soon it'll be in Ophiuchus. And also, for those of you who come to my page not knowing what type of astrology I do, I'm about to put y'all on game. I don't do surface level, mainstream, fake news, tropical, Vedic, or Western astrology. I don't do any of that because it's not in alignment with the sky and it's not in alignment with your celestial body right now. I focus on true sidereal astrology, right? And the way I teach astrology is I teach astrology to tap into your abilities. So it's different from other mainstream true sidereal astrologers who teach you about, how to manage money, how to do this and this, and this. I don't flow in that direction. I do have brothers and sisters who do. I can lead you into the right direction. If that's the type of astrology you are looking for, I will respectfully send you to my brothers and sisters because we all work together. Now, they study astrology that way on that side of the field. On my side of the field, I'm a bit more mystic and elemental and a bit out there when it comes to astrology. I focus more on our abilities and what we're capable of doing, but the way I teach it is by aligning your celestial body with your physical body. As a matter of fact, with all your bodies, so when you're on the physical plane, you know how to use your abilities any moment of the day. You know what I mean? That's how I teach my astrology, which is why I go so deep into it. So the sun is in Scorpio, and the moon is currently in Pisces also. As far as birthdays and stuff like that, when it comes to this side of astrology, birthdays are different. And if you truly understood astrology for what it is a system. We live in a system. But you guys follow tropical astrology, which is a distorted man-made system, while true sidereal astrology, which includes the 13th sign, is not a man-made system because it includes source. You cannot have a system without its source. That's how tropical, Vedic, and Western astrology is. You have a system, but there is no source. True sidereal astrology is a system with a source. So, I'm not that kind of person to argue back and forth and comment saying what this is and what that is when the work is right there. All you have to do is look and study. You know what I mean? That's not my thing. But let's talk about how Saturn went direct yesterday and how Mercury is direct today. So for your retrogrades, you still have Uranus in Taurus, you still have Jupiter in Gemini, you still have Neptune and Chiron in Pisces, and Mercury has now went direct and Saturn has went direct. So Saturn in Pisces direct, Mercury in Libra direct. You still have Venus in Libra, you still have Mars in Ophiuchus, Mercury's in Libra. Pretty soon it'll be going back to Scorpio. You know what I mean? So a lot of these psyche drives are moving around in the same elements. And again, I will have a video on psyche drives and asteroids because I came across some more asteroids that I didn't know were in the system. But before we go on to those, I'm still going to talk about Juno, Ceres, Pallas, and Lilith. So I'm going to introduce you to the other ones. Eros, Psyche, and Vesta. Those are the other four that will be included very soon. Not now, because we still have to learn Ceres, Juno, Pallas, and Lilith. And again, I will have a video where I'm just talking about Psyche drives and asteroids, giving you the definitions of each of them so you guys have a better understanding of what part of your body you're working with. That is another thing that I teach here as well with astrology, is I kind of blend everything together. Science with the PSY, not the SCI. We don't do man-made stuff here. We focus on science up here. So we focus on science and anatomy here, and brain neurons. Like, we really focus on the body so we know what we're using and how we're using it. So we're not out there hurting ourselves and doing things that we don't know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to our abilities, I take a more serious approach to it, because there's so much that we can do. There's so much that we can do. You see the stuff that I've been doing with the sunlight. Like, I took something that I learned from someone else and remixed it. Like, I went to work. I was like, yo, how can I do this different from the way she's doing it? So I learned a different way to do it. And this is essentially what I'm doing here with the collective. Yeah, we all have the same abilities, but we all have different ways of tapping into each element to utilize our abilities. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to show you guys how to truly tap into the elements, because there's more than 4. Fire, earth, air, water, sound, light, love, and ether. There's so many more different types of elements. There's more than one sense. It's like, I'm not gonna say 1,000, but for the most part, there's 15. But there's more than that. There's so many different forms of clairs that we don't know about. Like, fam, I'm your guy. When it comes to abilities, I'm truly your guy. And I'm not saying this in a boastful way. I'm saying this in a way that, like, look, I've been doing this work and studying this for so long that I wouldn't be surprised if I learned something new today. I wouldn't be surprised. Because there's so much out there, man. There is so much out there about yourself. When you truly learn the chemistry on how to really balance and harmonize the elements within yourself. Because again, when you guys bend and manipulate, you have to truly understand what you're doing to yourself and your reality, because that energy comes back. I say this all the time in my videos. Bending and manipulating, yes, it is fun, but you have to realize what you're bending and manipulating. This external world that we live in is self. So why are you bending and manipulating self? You're going to get that energy right back. Unless you are a serious transmuter and an alchemist, that it doesn't matter what energy you put back, that you can deal with it when it comes back, then by all means, you can bend and manipulate all you want. But if you want a more balanced life where you can still do the exact same thing that you're doing, but it has no effect when it comes back, start harmonizing. Intergalactic communications, signing out. Being here. A whole new wave of astrology.